Hello, everybody. It is Spencer Hogan, your Director of Young Professionals. I am here to show you how to use our exclusive YP Discord server. We use our Discord server to communicate stuff with all of our collaboratory members. We use it to host events, communicate information about events. We also use it for community building, which you'll see more about here in a second. And so I'm going to share screen here. Give me 1 second. I am zooming in, if you will, from my iPad. And so let me get over to the Discord tab. All right, you guys should be able to see this now. And so here on the screen, you should be able to see this is our Discord server. Discord is I guess it's an online community building app, you could say. It's kind of funny because I think a lot of gamers use it. In fact, I know they use it, but we use it for YP because it's a great communication tool. And so there are really four main categories of things that I want to teach you and show you when you join our Discord server. And so the first is that when you accept our invitation to join our server, you will immediately get launched into this channel. This is called the Welcome channel. We have a couple of different bots that manage our Discord server for language, amongst other things. And so you'll see, for example, Hot Dog is one of those bots. And so when you join our server, you will land on this welcome page. And we ask you to do two things when you first join. The first is to change your nickname and then to your real name. And then the second thing is to read over our rules of engagement. And so I'm going to show you the first of those. So you join the Discord server, you need to change your nickname. Over here on your right side, you'll see this icon, click on it, and it will pull up a list of all of the people in our Discord server, right? And so I'm gonna click on, let's say it's Aaron Thatcher, or in my case, it's me. I'm gonna click on my name, right? And then pull up, and then the drop down box is gonna come up. You're gonna click manage, and then change your nickname here. So change your nickname from whatever it is. Mine is Doc Hogs into your real name, which is, for me, it's Spencer Hogan. So change your nickname to your actual name so we can get to know you better. Second thing I'm gonna need you guys to do is to look over our rules of engagement. And so in our Discord server, we simply ask that you do 5 main things. Respect the dignity and humanity of every person, abstain from using any profanity or vulgarity, use the prescribed channels that we have for any kind of discourse that you're doing, as well as if you'd like to create a new channel, reach out to one of our leadership people. And then if you want to add anybody to the server, also reach out to our people in leadership. And so those server rules will be texted straight to you from one of our bots within Discord. And so up here at the top, you'll actually see this icon. If you click on it, this actually manages all of your direct messages along here, right? And so you'll get a direct message from one of our bots saying, hey, look over these rules before you start engaging in our survey, as well as change your nickname to your actual name. So that covers our first couple of things within the getting set up category. I do want to explain a third item with this is within every Discord server, there are roles. These roles can be viewed here. If you click back over to here to this member tab, you can click on anybody's name and see all of the different roles that they have within YP. And so I'm going to click on Aaron Thatcher because he's in pretty much all of them. And you'll see a few different things. The first is you'll see YPN, YPA, YPL. The YPN is our network. That's a Young Professional Network. If you are in our Discord server, but you're not in a collaboratory, you are just within our network. Anybody is welcome to be within our network. Yes. Second item is the YPA. This is our academy. So our collaboratories live within our academy. So if you're in a collaboratory, be it a weeknight or a weeknight or a weekday or a weekend, you're also considered within the YPA. And then if you're in leadership, which is for a select group of people, you're also within our leadership role. If you are in a collaboratory, we also place that role on your profile. And so everybody, if you're in a collaboratory, you'll have your specific collaboratory assigned to you as a role, right? And that gives you access to channels related to your collaboratory. So if you are just in our network, so just in the YPN, right, you should only be able to see these categories. So our publications, our server info, and our community and our need help tab. You should not be able to see any of these bottom tabs, right? Why? Because these are meant exclusively for our YPA members or collaboratory members, as well as our leadership members. And so those are the different roles that we have in our server. You have the YPN, the YPA, YPL, as well as your collaboratory. If you are a female too, I just want to point this out. We have a girls only chat. It's called Girls Rule, Boys Rule. And if you are a female, yeah, we'll put you in there. And so those roles are really important for understanding how to navigate the server, which I'll get to in a moment. So that's how you first get set up in our server. You change your nickname, you watch our rules or you read our rules, and then understanding the difference between all of the different roles we have within the server. So let's move to our second category, which is how to actually use this guy, right? And so I mentioned this a minute ago, but we have all of these different categories within our server, our publications, server info, our community, need help tab, right? We have all of these different categories within our servers. Living within each of these categories are specific channels. For example, we have an announcements channel, right? So we'll communicate information on potlucks, we'll communicate information on your collab, about events that we're doing through this channel. No one except myself and our leadership can actually respond in this channel. If you're a YPN or a YPA member, you actually don't have access to responding, but you can give reactions to our messages. And so within each different category, you have these different channels that are titled different things like announcements, general chat, potlucks, hangouts, right? And so all of these titles describe the specific type of chat that goes on in these channels, right? And so if you have a prayer request, we ask that you submit the prayer request in the prayer request channel. We also have a praise update for updates on that end of things. We also have a wholesome memes chat, which is pretty empty right now, but it used to be really popping. We also have people that will invite you to your church, right? And so use the different channels within the different categories, right, to talk about different things with different people at YP. Notice too, we have a Play Among Us channel. There was a time in YP where we used to do Among Us pretty much all the time. So now let's go to one of the specific channels. This would function just like a normal group chat would, right? And so you can type in any message, blah, 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 right? You can put emojis in there. We have a list of emojis that you can use. You can use GIFs, stickers, whatever the case is, right? You can type out a normal message as like you would in any group chat, right? Except for if you, let's say you want to communicate something directly to, let's say Kaylee Swan, she's right there, right? You would hit the @ symbol, right? And you would type in Kaylee's name, right? And so if I want to send a message to Kaylee within our server, type in her name with the @ symbol, and then it will pop up as a notification on her phone. And so in addition to that, let's say you want to communicate with everybody else in the server. So not just Kaylee, but let's say you want to communicate with everybody in the Discord server. You can actually @ their role, right? And so YPN member, and then you can submit a message and everybody in the Discord server will receive that message. Now, we do ask that you don't do that. In fact, please don't do that ever. I think we actually have a stipulation in place to where you can't do that unless you're in leadership. It's really annoying, frankly, to get a group text from, send a text out to 100 people over a really small thing. And so just stick with adding specific members for the time being, but you can do that if you want to. Same principle applies if you're a collaboratory member, right? And you want to @ somebody in your group or @ your collaboratory, you would just type in first, let's say first Monday group, right? First Monday collab. And so that's the difference between the categories, the channels that live within the categories. That's how you communicate. I already walked you guys through how DMs work, but let me expound about that a bit more. And so I mentioned right when you join the server, you'll get a message from our bot explaining the nickname and the rule process, right? You can also send direct messages straight to somebody. So let's say I wanted to send a message to my friend Caleb McDowell. I won't click on his name for the sake of exposing our messages. You can click on his name and send him a message directly. That message will not be viewed within our Discord server. It is a direct message, right, sent to that person. Now, I will say this, if you want to direct message anybody, I believe you have to be friends with them. And so if you want to friend somebody on our Discord server, you simply click on their name. I'll click on Adam's, right? And then somewhere on here, you'll see a message that says add as a friend, right? And so maybe it's mutual friends. I'm not sure which one it is, but the option will pop up here and you can add them as a friend. Here it is. Sorry about that. And so that's how you direct message somebody. Let's say you want to add somebody to the group. This is in the rules of engagement. All you need to do is simply at our leadership. So at YPL member, right? YP leadership. You at them and say, can I add so-and-so to the Discord server? And we will then directly message them basically an invitation, the same invitation that you got to join our Discord server. And so that's how you get set up in our server. That's how you actually use the Discord server. If you are, in fact, those are the two biggest things that you need to know. I'm going to now speak straight to our collaboratory members, so our YPA people. Let's say you are in a collaboratory. We have these private channels down here for you and your group. I have them numbered just by the number of groups that we have. Don't let that throw you off. But let's say you're in the first Monday collaboratory, right? We want to encourage you to use this channel to communicate directly with your group. Nobody else except the leadership and your group will be able to view and see the messages in here. We will also be using all of the channels to communicate or to give files to you guys, to send surveys, all sorts of different things. And so if you're in a collaboratory, you have this private channel meant for you and your people. I'm sure that we'll add other things in the future, right? But just for starters, we'll have just these specific channels. So last thing, I guess, our fourth category is questions. If you have any questions, feel free to DM me directly. Again, all you have to do is go to general chat. You can type my name in here at Spencer Hogan, right? Or you can send me a message directly in my DMs to ask me or anybody in leadership any specific questions about using our server. That about covers it, guys. I hope this information, I hope this video is very helpful for you. We're excited for you to use our server. Again, use all the different channels, and if you want to add channels, let us know. Also, final thing I'll share is if you want to join a collab, we have a link straight to that within the server itself, which you can find under the Need Help tab. But don't be strangers. Let us get to know you. Let us know how we can help you. Love you guys. We'll see you later.